We're closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her type down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. But I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
Edward thinks the way to my heart is...
What happened to these children? What are they?
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia? Little sisters. Atom factories.
It's grotesque.
Compromise? Is that why we came to Rapture? I could compromise in Red Hook.
We're just men and women, Alan. You hold yourself to that standard, you'll never be happy.
In what country is there a place for men like me? Men who refuse to say yes to the doubters and the parasites.
Yes, but even Andrew...
What do they even look like under those suits?
What you mean? Are they just some kind of machine?
Well, I say you should have to prove you're properly versed on a topic before you're allowed to vote on it. Otherwise, it's just a knee-jerk response from the uninformed. Does more harm than good.
Funny.
What?
You're not knowing about the Little Sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, thought it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshments, sir? Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
basic with them, decent sort. But the Italians, Papa this and Papa that. They can't take a crap without a papal dispensation.
Well, I suppose I shouldn't have drank so much when I was...
Mr. DeWitt, we'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Private party. No entry without invitation.
We'll see about that.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected...
No mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of, they must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the Artist Struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any. What brought you to Rapture?
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt.
How is Ryan taking over Fontaine's business any different?
Ah, Mr. DeWitt. Back again. And so soon. I was Italian. Aspersions being made about me, huh?
Rate you're going through, it looks like you'll need an advance on your fee. Best quit while you're ahead.
Are you in the know? Innovation and competition are what fuel Rapture. But that fuel can be diluted with rumor or flat-out lies. The rumor monger asks, what are these so-called splicing side effects? Well, take a look around you. Do you see anything wrong with your neighbor? The rumor monger asks, why has Tenenbaum withdrawn from the public's eye? Dr. Tenenbaum is a scientific mind unparalleled, even in Rapture. She's no doubt in her lab, toiling away at her next great innovation. I heard she was in cahoots with Fontaine. Merely slander from jealous naysayers. Remember, Rapture competes through innovation, not cheap shots. Bridget Tenenbaum is a woman who represents the best of science and industry. In other words, she's a Rapture gal. Now you know.
What is the greatest lie ever created? What is the most vicious obscenity ever perpetrated?
How am I gonna get work with my leg all busted up like this?
No. With all that wickedness built out.
All that unpleasantness with Fontaine.
Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
How many catastrophes were launched with the words,
Why, hello.
it's the king and country...
Excuse me.
Like the toy.
Lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
What is this great inversion?
Interesting, isn't it? An original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
How does it make you feel?
I don't want to open my
Cohen
mouth.
sends those masks out in some kind of box.
Tumble out.
Would you like me to tell you?
Damn. Must be somewhere else.
Oh, I would like so much to understand.
In this piece, Cohen intended to show us the struggle of a great man. Them to breathe the
Swampy air of the parasite.
You see all that in that little picture?
Yes.
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
Fontaine got taken out by Ryan's goons for one reason.
Buongiorno, signore.
Suchong observe strangest of coincidences. On other side of a window, man in strange hat experimenting on Suchong's own creation. On plasmid. Man name of Fink. Outrage! Theft of intellectual property! But man name of Fink is no fool. Through addition of oxidizing agent, turns plasmid ingestible through stomach lining. Mr. Ryan very impressed with Suchong's initiative. Theft of intellectual property. Two-way street.
See that dish I walked in with? Will you give her the star treatment, pal? It'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
What is this piece?
It's by Trenet, but of course, covered by Mr. Reinhardt.
Oh, it's lovely. Isn't it lovely?
Gotta find that box. Nothing. Oh, only one place left.
Especially something in this
Yes.
way. It's almost primal, isn't it? Part of us that exists before thought, before logic, purely sensual.
The finest music touches us in places.
That we never knew existed.
Yes.
Can you turn it up? Oh, it's so intoxicating. How so powerful and masculine. Oh, yes, when one feels the urge to surrender. I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing. Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
The Great Chain guides all of our efforts.
Keep your hand on the chain.
I don't have all the flaws and drawbacks other people have.
Poof! They're all gone. Ryan, she's the new Houdini.
Good day to you, ma'am.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
The center cabochon... Excuse me, sir?
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring.
I beg your pardon?
Right out of her coffin in Twilight Fields. Did you think we wouldn't notice?
I can assure you that...
The assurances of a grave robber are of no interest.
Box.
If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
You come into my shop.
There you are, you
I don't think...
bitch.
Hit the brakes, you tramp!
Get your hands off me! Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Good. You've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeeps. You've got a bit of the grifter in you.
For that, you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen this type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Dance, move! Be the conduit! Open yourselves to the music, to the spirit of the eternal! No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick! Please! The stick! For God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. Oh, there's no room in rapture anymore for the artist. Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, lady?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Questions, yes. Yes, it is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You're more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to go.
Cohen, son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
Come, dance! Come on, dance! Feel the music, feel the music!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
As I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick!
I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! Are you all right?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty. To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look.
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. All right, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Burial at sea.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
Too comfortable. Keep your eyes open.
There seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt. Look up there. Let's have another look around. Perhaps we'll be able to find something to get us up and over.
Visit the Defense Pavilion in Fort Frolic and start building your castle today.
Could be handy.
A skyhook.
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber? Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber. Huh. Constants and variables.
Constants and what?
Never mind.
Goddamn grabber stuck.
I want the frosted one. Get me frosted.
Mr. DeWitt! Someone's coming!
Come back! I want the frosted.
I could lose my job!
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
Palm of my hand. Mark my words. Palm of my hand.
Hey!
Sorry! Mr. DeWitt, look. Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the three buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this. When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure. Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
Here, little birdies. Eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know.
After all I've done, you bean counters never cared about the little.
Found ammo! Take this!
Thanks.
Mr. DeWitt, look.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive. Mr. DeWitt, look. An ice rink.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
Says it's on the top floor.
So we go up. Damn thing's locked.
Let me see that. Oh, have matters progressed so little? I could turn this with a rake pick. Done.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
How many have you had?
Another burst pipe.
The store sunk a few hundred feet beyond its specifications. More pressure, more burst pipes. Our frozen friend leaves a hell of a trail.
The home is just an extension of the womb. It's my responsibility.
Come on. Just let me in, okay? Fontaine, he said we're all equal down here now. All in the same boat. I just want a taste of some high-class food.
Splicers. I don't think they see us. If you keep quiet, maybe you can get the drop on them. Even the odds.
Yeah. Even lay down a trap or two.
I deserve better!
You don't belong here!
Look up there.
Go on without me.
You're going to cut yourself.
Recently, I've been on something. I told Sander Cohen I'm always ready to cut a record. I promise.
Who hides from the light of reason? They'll burn away the old.
Don't make me get my gander up.
You should be ashamed!
Get a load of this place. positions.
Of my first play, the Herald said, "A dead whale has washed up at the Schubert Theater and stinks a little more with each passing night." The Tribune called my first opera as having the effect of canceling out all of Mozart's classics in a single caterwaul. And now, critics take me to task for my humanitarian work. If I were not there to find a home for these orphans, would these bellyachers take my place? An artist once said. Oh.
Get up. Get up.
Thanks.
You want to thank me? Next time, try ducking.
There is no let's talk!
Ryan, you bastard. Left me here to rot. Sure, I signed the contract. Helped turn Fontaine's into a prison. 10 days, big rush, everything slapdash. Right before the prisoners are brought in. One of your piece of shit turrets. Bam! Both kneecaps. Now I'm likely a cripple locked in a jail, surrounded by maniacs. Haven't even been paid, but I don't care. Just get me out of here.
I'll wait down here.
Can you just leave me alone?
I need more time to look.
and it's absolutely nothing to worry about.
What's happened to these people? They don't even seem sane.
Nothing beats your first splice. From there, it's all downhill. The frozen frosties, the jockeys who'll hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
They wouldn't be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. But once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her atom, they cut a less sympathetic figure. Short-circuited. Probably be able to pop it open with
A jolt of shock jockey?
You familiar with shock jockey?
More than you could know.
Let's look around. Maybe there's a store ain't been ransacked by splicers yet.
A Rapture reminder. Wanting an item from the service is forgivable. Buying or smuggling one into Rapture is easy. Stay on the level and out.
Did you give him my message? Did you give him my message? Honey pie? In my own home?
Can't find anything!
Why so down on that?
I don't know, Jim. I guess I just don't know how I feel about those little sisters.
The Little Sisters? Gee, don't you know they're the glue that holds Rapture together?
Really?
You betcha. Riot Industries has seen to it that they're bred to be in half their class while they do the work that keeps us safe. Terrorists. We all need Adam and
The parasite hates three things: free markets, free will, and free men.
Fancy putting those lock-picking skills to work?
I'll see what I can do. Ready.
I keep dropping audio diaries in the pneumotubes like a message in a goddamn bottle, hoping one will get through and someone will save me. If you get this, send help. I'm holed up in the shoe storeroom. The code's 0928. I keep dropping audio diaries in the pneumotubes like a message in a goddamn bottle, hoping one will get through and someone will save me. If you get this, send help. I'm holed up in the shoe storeroom. The code's 0928.
Parasite has his eye on Rapture. Keep you
filthy. Found ammo!
Feel better already. Got a lock here.
Looks easy enough. Done.
He's sending me to Little Wonders, a place where every girl is a princess. Is your daddy
Is that attitude I hear?
Can't hear myself. Think.
If you're not prepared for metamorphosis, then there.
Enough of this tomfoolery!
Where do you get off?
I keep dropping audio diaries in the pneumotubes like a message in a goddamn bottle, hoping one will get through and someone will save me. If you get this, send help. I'm holed up in the shoe storeroom. The code's 0928.
What'd you do? Wasn't I good enough? Well, you're heartless. Totally heartless!
That's what this town is. All my audio diaries begging for rescue came back unread, marked return to sender, insufficient postage.
Always knew I'd be a star.
Perception. Force. To accept less. Let go of everything!
We all make choices, but in the end, our choices make us.
I can change. She'll dump that dead meat before you can spit. Glenda?
Haven't found anything. Take your time. I'm fine down here.
What's the matter, Frank? Thinning hair, Jim. Every day there's less and less. You know, the problem's not in your hair. Hey, I don't go in for all that splicing stuff. My buddy says it's not safe. Shows you what your buddy knows. Go over to Genetic Horizons for a trial of fresh hair. Fresh hair is not only gives you a full head of thick hair, but it's 100% safe. Full head of hair and 100% safe. Maybe it's time for me to get a little fresh hair.
Rapture's history. Sea slugs, the incredible invertebrates that led to the creation of Adam. On display now at the Mermaid's Landing Aquarium.
No way, Jim. It's not safe. Haven't you heard? Atlas's bandits are everywhere.
Hold on a second there. Remember what Andrew Ryan says. If you do that, the bandits win. Take your family to Fort Frost and Arcadia. Go out and shout. It's the Rapture way of life.
Go ahead. I'll be fine.
I made you a solid offer!
Can you help me out with this lock?
There you go.
By 9:30, you'll be putting in some overtime. Most ladies like men who are big and tall, but I don't mind if you're short and small. I never measure ounce for ounce. After all, honey, it's the punch that counts. I want a little amour toujours. Baby, it's gotta be tonight for sure. Tonight.
Perfect.
How do you stand that? It smells revolting.
I always used to dream of Charles Boyer. I hope he dropped me down.
It used to be such a thrill to hear Ryan speak. Parasite, this. And the exaltation of man, that. Sure, it could all get a bit of a bore. But the old bear sure knew how to enunciate.
Yeah, folks always stare when I make the scene. You get used to it. Still got a joker.
Need this, Eve?
This is all.
Closer to it. Catch. That's all I've got.
In my bed?
She was a tomato looking for a squeeze. No one had ever filled up her diary. Said, Cherry, I've waited long. Hope it's not too late for you to move on. I want a little
Don't you want to be as brilliant as you can possibly be? Visit Neptune's Bounty. Smart for your brain. Smart for your wallet.
I had a very handsome boyfriend once, so big and so strong, but such a dog. Needed me there, but he wasn't square. He knew when, but he didn't know where. I want a little amour toujours. Baby, it's gotta be tonight for sure. Tonight, by 9:30, you'll be putting in some overtime. Most ladies like men who are big and tall, but I don't mind if you're short and small. I never measure ounce for ounce. After all, honey, it's the money that counts. I want a little love, baby, it's gotta be
Got a surprise for you.
What are you ashamed about?
I gave you my all!
Go on without me.
Intended as such, you should never back down to an intruder in the night. You won't have to. Stand your ground. It's every man's right.
Tolerate. You've been using me!
Catch!
Much obliged.
Looks like the plasma department is back that way. I'm sure we'd find something useful there.
Can you open this?
Sure thing. Ready.
This outfit, it doesn't feel right. Should I change again? Where's the mirror? Don't think I didn't hear that. Stop that right now.
Everybody gets to make a comeback.
Still looking.
Why did Ryan lock up all of Fontaine's followers in a department store?
He needed somewhere to put Fontaine's button. Why not shut down the competition in the bargain?
But I thought Andrew Ryan was all about free markets and open competition.
All those ideas lose their luster when the quarterly earnings come in and you find the other guys eating your lunch. Either way, Fontaine's dead.
It's freezing in here.
Something tells me all that cold isn't just coming from the ice rink.
Haven't you heard? Plasmids are now available in drinkable form. Drinkable? You don't say. What will science think of?
New Ryan Industries drinkable plasmids. All the pleasure, none.
Think you can crack this one open?
Child's play. Done.
Let you and me talk, Skin.
In case you need it. Mr. DeWitt, catch!
Got it.
Frank Fontaine called me in the other day. Me, Ray Lardner. Says trouble's coming and he's passing out special plasmids to all his best guys. I mean, it's an honor, but man, I started getting these shingles all over. Skin's discolored. Like when a guy's about to lose a limb, you know? And I can't seem to pile on enough clothes. I hate to ask, but is this happening to everybody?
What kind of self-reliant individual depends on state-run police force for safety? Safeguard your home with automated turrets from Ryan Private Security. Those who take what's yours get exactly what they deserve. No need to call Johnny Law.